Dan Preston bought a fire-damaged chateau for €60,000 and turned it into a YouTube empire with 638,000 subscribers. But here's what most people miss. His success isn't just about the chateau. It's about the smart strategies he uses that other restoration channels completely ignore. Introduction. Welcome back to Chateau Walls. Today we're diving deep into what makes Escape to Rural France one of the most successful chateau restoration channels on YouTube. While others struggle to gain traction, Dan Preston has cracked the code. I've analyzed his content strategy, business model, and restoration approach to uncover the genius moves that turned his chateau dream into a sustainable career. Whether you're planning your own restoration project or just fascinated by his success, these insights will change how you see Chateau YouTube forever. Section 1. The Smart Purchase Strategy. Let's start with the chateau purchase itself, because this is where Dan showed his first stroke of genius. While most people hunt for move-in ready chateau, which don't exist at reasonable prices, Dan deliberately chose a fire-damaged property. Here's why this was brilliant. First, the €60,000 price point made his story accessible. Viewers can mentally grasp that number, unlike the €500,000 pristine chateau that feel impossibly out of reach. But more importantly, fire damage meant visible, dramatic transformation potential. Every repair creates compelling before and after content. A replaced beam, a restored window, a rebuilt staircase, each element tells a visual story that translates perfectly to YouTube. Dan also chose Château de Chaumont strategically. It's not just any ruin. It has genuine historical significance, having sheltered children during World War II. This adds emotional weight and storytelling depth that elevates his content beyond simple renovation videos. He's not just fixing a building, he's preserving history. The location matters too, rural but not isolated, with enough local character for interesting side content, but close enough to suppliers for practical logistics. This balance between authenticity and accessibility is something many chateau hunters completely overlook. Section 2. Content Strategy Mastery, 3 to 6 minutes. Now let's talk about what makes Dan's content strategy absolutely genius. First, the daily vlog format. While this seems like extra work, it's actually brilliant business strategy. Daily uploads mean consistent algorithm favor, steady ad revenue, and deeper audience connection. But here's the key. Dan doesn't just film random chateau moments. Each video has a clear focus, a specific project, a problem to solve, or progress to showcase. His storytelling structure is masterful. Every video follows a narrative arc, challenge presented, attempts at solution, setbacks encountered, eventual breakthrough. This isn't accidental. It's classic storytelling that keeps viewers engaged from start to finish. The pacing is crucial too. Dan balances heavy restoration work with lighter moments, cooking in his temporary kitchen, exploring local markets, interacting with neighbors. This variety prevents viewer fatigue and broadens his audience beyond just construction enthusiasts. His authenticity game is unmatched. When things go wrong, and they frequently do, Dan shows the failures, the frustration, the problem-solving process. This vulnerability creates trust and relatability that polished, perfect renovation shows can't match. Dan's community-building approach is where he really separates himself from other creators. His Patreon strategy is textbook perfect. Rather than just asking for money, he provides genuine value, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, detailed renovation plans, direct access through Q&A sessions. His supporters feel like investors in the project, not just passive viewers. The comment engagement is exceptional. Dan regularly responds to questions, takes viewer suggestions seriously, and even incorporates community feedback into actual renovation decisions. This two-way communication transforms casual viewers into invested community members. His collaboration approach with local artisans is genius content creation. By featuring French craftspeople, he creates educational value while supporting the local community. These collaborations generate goodwill, provide expert credibility, and create content that appeals to viewers interested in traditional skills. The transparency about costs and challenges builds incredible trust. When Dan shows a €3,000 unexpected repair bill or explains permit delays, he's educating his audience while demonstrating honesty that keeps viewers coming back. His use of multiple platforms is strategic: YouTube for main content, Instagram for daily updates, Patreon for deeper engagement. Each platform serves a specific purpose in his content ecosystem. Section 4. Technical Excellence and Education, 9 to 12 minutes. What really sets Dan apart is his approach to the actual restoration work. His research methodology is exemplary. Before tackling any major project, Dan investigates historical techniques, consults with experts, and explains the why behind every decision. This educational approach transforms viewers from passive watchers into engaged learners. The documentation process is meticulous. Dan films every step, every mistake, every discovery. This creates an invaluable resource for future restorers while providing endless content opportunities. His video library is becoming a masterclass in Chateau restoration. His tool reviews and supplier recommendations provide genuine value while creating affiliate income opportunities. But here's the key: Dan only recommends tools he actually uses and products that genuinely work for his specific applications. The problem-solving approach he demonstrates is invaluable. When faced with challenges, structural issues, permit complications, weather setbacks, Dan shows the entire decision-making process. This transparency helps viewers understand that restoration isn't just about skills, it's about adaptability and persistence. His safety emphasis sets him apart from cowboy renovation channels. Dan consistently demonstrates proper techniques, explains risks, and shows protective equipment usage. This responsibility builds credibility with serious viewers while protecting him from liability issues. Section 5. Business Model Innovation. Dan's monetization strategy is where his business acumen really shines. The diversified income approach is brilliant. YouTube ad revenue provides baseline income, Patreon creates predictable monthly revenue, affiliate partnerships generate commission income, and potential future opportunities include courses, consulting, and book deals. His content creation efficiency is remarkable. One day's work generates multiple pieces of content: the main restoration progress, behind-the-scenes footage, technique explanations, and social media updates. This leverage maximizes return on time investment. The long-term vision is clear. Dan isn't just creating a YouTube channel, he's building a media brand around Chateau restoration. The Chateau restoration niche is underserved but highly engaged, positioning him as the authority in this space. His reinvestment strategy shows business maturity. Revenue gets reinvested into better equipment, professional help when needed, and quality improvements that enhance content value. This creates a positive feedback loop of improving quality and growing audience. The scalability potential is enormous. As the Chateau nears completion, Dan can expand into consulting, create premium courses, host workshops, or even develop a Chateau restoration retreat business. The YouTube channel becomes the marketing engine for higher value services. Section 6. What other creators can learn. So what can aspiring Chateau restorers and YouTube creators learn from Dan's success? First, choose your project strategically, not just emotionally. Consider content potential alongside personal preferences. A project with visible transformation opportunities will always outperform a maintenance-heavy property for YouTube purposes. Second, consistency trumps perfection. Dan's daily uploads aren't always cinematically perfect, but they're reliable. This consistency builds audience habits and algorithm favor that sporadic high-production videos can't match. Third, embrace the educational angle. Viewers don't just want entertainment, they want to learn. Every video should teach something: a technique, a historical fact, a problem-solving approach. Fourth, build genuine community, not just subscriber numbers. Engaged communities provide sustainable revenue through Patreon, affiliate purchases, and future business opportunities.